Here's the transmit test on my Swan 500C. I guess I'm going to put this one on eBay. I still have two other Swans to mess around with. I sold a pristine 700 today. I really just get these and fix them up and like to tinker with them, and then I sell them for people to enjoy. But I keep them for a while and I toy with them. This one, it's coming out pretty well, I suppose. So I'm on 80 meters now. I don't really have an 80 meter antenna. I guess I could put a dipole on there, but I'm transmitting to a real antenna. It's not tuned up for 80, so I'm not going to really whack this thing real hard in 80, but with these Swans, you simply get the receive tuned first, and then you tune the transmit. So on 80, I'm at 3650 or so. What's the popular frequency? 3885 is popular, right about there. Well, let's see, 3870 is popular, right about there. Anyway, that's an AM frequency usually. So peak the grid for noise, peak the plate. It's about right. Carrier balance, you can just give it a bit of carrier there to toy with and go to transmit and watch your power out. I'm seeing a little bit of power out there. 20 watts or so. So now you can just peak this thing a bit. You can watch the meter here too and see if it'll, not much power, not much cathode current coming out. That might be a problem I gotta address, because I'm not really seeing any meter coming out of this thing. I can see power coming out. There it goes. No, meter's kind of stingy. Might be the relay back there's dirty. I don't know. That relay does not come out. Anyway, there's some power coming out, and we're gonna peak it on the plate and give it some more load here. So yeah, I'm not getting much out of the 80, but I'm not really pushing it. 10 watts. We can try and push it here with some power. It'll crank. Okay, there goes the meter right there. I just wasn't giving it any power, so yeah, it's got about 50 milliamperes of bias, and I guess I could really try and crank it up to 100 watts or 200 watts on 80, but I'm not going to try that because I don't have an 80 antenna. Let's go to 40. This thing is not putting out much power on 40, and I got a problem with this radio still. I got to click it once, then it receives. I'm not sure why. Change bands, you got to click it once. Got to figure that out. Anyway, let's go into the band here. And right about there, give it some transmit, go for a peak here, try the transmit, and a little bit of power coming out. You can peak the grid for the peak the meter here, go for a dip. It's very modest power on 40. There's 20 watts. I'll try and nail it now. It doesn't put out much on 40 at all. Okay, there's about 50 watts or something. Finals can be very tired. I'm gonna click up the load here, see if we get some more power out of it. Nope, that's all we're gonna get. That's about it. So maybe I'm getting 50 watts on 40 meters. Not much. Here's 20 meters, I'm gonna kick it again. So I got an oscillator, I think, in this thing that needs to be adjusted. Not sure yet. It's got a few problems left over. Anyway, here's 20 meters. It's pretty busy. Contest or something. Right about there. Let's give it some grid, plate, tune it. That grid's not affecting it. When the grid doesn't affect it, you just turn down the loading. That should peak. Not peaking. Anyway, let's see if transmit will peak. This thing will put about 100 watts on 20 meters usually. Let's see what it does here. A little bit of power coming out there. Let's peek the grid. Let's dip the plate. Okay, what do we got there? A little bit of power coming out. That's 200 watt scale. It's not great. Okay, let's crank it. It's cranked all the way. A little more load. A little more load. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. There's 100 watts pretty much. And that's about 150 maybe, yeah. So I'm getting 150 watts out on 20. Oh, I got 200 out. No, maybe not. Okay, about 125 watts on 20 meters. Let's try 15 meters now. Try and peak it up a bit. There it is, peaked up. 15 is very busy. Okay, a little bit of power. Let's peak this thing up here if we can. No, I'm not getting much out of 15 at all. Might be getting 30 watts out. Not much. Not much on 15 at all. So, radio needs more work. I don't know. I suppose it does. Or it needs new finals. I don't know. Anyway, that's the truth of what's going on right now. Can we get any more out of it? Nope. It's not going to deliver any more. So I might be getting out 50 watts on 15 meters. That's not much. There's the drive on the tube. Looks like it's not neutralized perfectly, but that's how it is. All right, 10 meters. So yeah, this radio, it's working, but it's not perfect, that's for sure. What am I doing here? Looking for a peak. There's a peak right there. Yeah, 10 likes a lot of load in this thing. I'm not sure why, but it does. Okay, there's 10. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 28.6. Somebody yapping there. Well, anyway, let's go. It's busy. Holy crap, it's busy. Let's go right here. Okay, and tune up. Not that this thing puts out much power on 10. A little bit of power here coming up. I'm just gonna watch this meter. I can't see any grid at all. So 10's pretty much dead. Well, a little bit of power here. Coming off the meter. I can see some power. Well, there's some power. So I'm seeing about 30 watts, 40 watts on 10 here. Can we get any more out of it? 40. So we'll do about 40 watts. Okay, so I'm getting nothing here. I'm wondering if this meter's a little whack too. It's... There it goes. Yeah, I got a relay problem. So I probably got to replace that relay. So that it probably needs that too. That's going to be a job. So yeah, so now we got plate. And I'm getting about 40 watts out. Anyway, at least this radio, you know what you're getting, right? A little more drive. Well, might be getting some power out here on 10. What are we getting here? 10 meters, we're getting, well, not much. 40 watts. All right, that's my transmit test on this thing. It's not glorious. It probably needs new finals. Those, that one looks a little toasty. Yeah, they're probably old. Probably original. Sylvanias. Okay, it's my little demo. Thanks for watching. Swan 500C. Have a great day. Click, click, click.